What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new to my channel, then welcome. I'm Sabrina Marie or Marie J here on YouTube. So I'm doing 7 first impressions today. I did a mini haul on my Snapchat. If you aren't following me on my Snapchat, I suggest that you follow me because I do a lot of sneak peeks and I show you guys a lot of products on there. The 7 products that I'm going to show you are all new to my collection and I haven't used them at all. So I'm going to show you on camera how I use them and all that good stuff. Make sure to subscribe before you head out as well. And if you enjoy the video as you are watching it, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. And we're going to get right into it because I'm so excited to try all of these products. All right, so the first thing I'm trying is the Sephora Beauty Amplifier Afterglow Primer and Luminizer. It says prep skin with this multi-pearl primer for a lit from within glow. This brightening formula in a cooling gel texture creates a smooth and refreshing canvas for makeup application. I'm surprised I haven't seen a lot of people use this on YouTube. I don't think I've run across a video where somebody was using this product. And right now highlighting and strobing and all that is in. So I'm surprised that this isn't like all over. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that on my face and we'll see how it ends up making my skin look. I do have oily skin, so maybe this isn't the best for me with a regular foundation, but if I use a mattifying foundation, that'll probably work better. So this has a scent to it for sure. It smells, I don't know what it smells like, but it feels really nice on the skin. It's like a liquid consistency. It's not silicone based. It feels more like a liquid illuminator. So that definitely added a lot of glow to my face. It feels just like an illuminating primer. It doesn't feel thick and it doesn't feel greasy either. It just feels, I don't know how to describe it. It's a little tacky. It's just like a primer. So next I'm gonna do foundation. I'm gonna use a foundation I've already used. I'm gonna use the Nars Velvet Matte Skin Tint. I did a full review on this. If you haven't seen it, I will link it in the description bar. But this is not a first impression. I've already done a review on this. What I'm gonna be doing the first impression on is this brush right here. This is like a dupe for the Artiste brushes. I bought this on Amazon. I wanna say it was like $3 or $4. I haven't tried the Artiste brushes because girl, those things are expensive and I am not about to spend all that crazy money on face brushes. So I decided to try out a dupe. You definitely have to go in and make sure everything is smooth. Plus, I feel like it's not giving me as much coverage as a regular foundation brush because I'm moving the product all over my face rather than just focusing it on one specific area. I don't know, I feel like it's kind of messy and it's not really focusing the product in one area. So I'm not really liking how this is working so far. I think I'm just gonna apply the rest of my makeup with a beauty blender. Of course, this one was only a few dollars, so it might not work as well as the Artiste ones, but for somebody like me who is a first time trier of any of those types of like makeup brushes, I wasn't a big fan of it. Next up, I'm gonna do concealer. I'm trying out the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. This one right here says that it's a silky smooth complete coverage concealer and serum in one. Mineral coated optical pigments to help brighten and diffuse the appearance of dark circles and imperfections. Hydrating humectants to help nourish the delicate under eye area. Silky smooth application, layers beautifully over or under foundation. Mine is in the shade medium, so I'm just gonna apply this all over underneath my eyes. This does feel really silky underneath my eyes and it's not feeling heavy. And I think the color is pretty spot on for my skin tone. If you're around my skin tone and you want something really, really bright, I would probably do light. But this one is pretty bright anyways. I do have some darkness in the inner corner of my eye, so I'm going to bring the concealer all the way in there, since it does say that it's good for darkness. So I'm going to go in and blend in most of the concealer, but leave some of it underneath my eyes until it dries up a little bit, because I get more coverage that way. When you're blending it, it doesn't get lost in the shade of your foundation. You can actually see the difference. You can see that your foundation's right here, and you can see that you highlighted here. I've tried some concealers that when I blend it out, it doesn't even look like I put anything there. It blends right into my foundation. But this one, you can see a really nice difference. This isn't looking like a matte concealer. This one is more dewy, and I'm guessing that's due to the fact that it's a hydrating serum concealer. And now that the concealer has been sitting underneath my eyes for a while, I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out. So this did really brighten up my face, and I actually really like how it looks. It looks really glowy. Of course, when I go in with powder, it's gonna cancel all of that out. So if you have oily skin and you're a little bit worried about the finish, you're gonna go in with powder to set underneath your eyes anyways, so that'll be fine. So I did set underneath my eyes. I only set this area really close to my eyes because I'm gonna go in with a liquid bronzer right now. And I'm gonna use the new Nars Liquid Laguna Bronzer. If you are a fan of the powdered Laguna Bronzer, they came out with a liquid. So I applied a few pumps on the back of my beauty blender, and I'm gonna apply this everywhere where I bronze up my face. The color is spot on for my skin tone. It has some orange in it, which I like. I know some people aren't a fan of orange bronzers, but I love orange bronzers. I feel like the cool tone ones look weird on my skin tone. So it does have a slight sheen to it. It's actually not too shimmery though, just a little bit. Now that I blended it, I wish it was a tiny bit darker, because right now I can see it on my skin tone, but I feel like in the summertime, if I were to get a little more tan, this would blend right into my skin. I kind of don't want to get tan in the summer now because I want to wear this bronzer. It's really pretty. Another thing I like is that it's not breaking up my foundation. So next up, I'm going to set all of this using a dupe for the Nars Ita brush. This is going to be another first impressions. I'm a little nervous about this one because the bristles seem a little more on the, I don't want to say the rough side, but they're not soft like a dual fiber brush would be. They're a little more like prickly. I don't know how to describe it. And I did go in with the liquid bronzer, so I feel like if I go over, I don't know, it's gonna mess it up, but we're gonna try it anyways. I'm gonna set the bronzer with the Urban Decay Beached Bronzer. I've already used this, but I still have the packaging because who wouldn't want to keep this packaging? This is also an orange bronzer, so I'm gonna dip it right in there. This brush right here was only $2 on Amazon, and I've heard it's a really similar dupe to the Nars Ita brush. It even has the words on there. It says Nars right there. Now that I'm looking at it, it did kind of disturb the liquid bronzer that I put underneath. You can see right here that there's some patchiness going on. I liked it for this area around the top because it focuses it a lot more here, but it just sucks that it did kind of mess up my liquid bronzer. Okay, next up, I'm gonna try this Nars Dual Intensity blush, and this is a blush and a highlight in one. Does this not scream summer? Are you joking? I wasn't sure if this was a new product or if we just put a new tester and I had never seen the product at the store, but this is stunning. There's a peachy blush and a really pretty gold highlight. I'm so hyped about this, not even kidding you guys. So I'm gonna apply the highlight with the Morphe M501. So I'm just gonna dip it right in there, and we're gonna see how this works out. And this is in the shade Frenzy. They have a few other ones, but the one I have is Frenzy. Oh my gosh, I'm done. Do you guys see that glow right now? And I barely went in there and it's already this intense. Holy. Okay, so I'm gonna apply the blush. I am finding that I have to kind of like go in there a little bit more to get some of the blush. But then once you do get some of that product on the brush, it looks really pretty. I feel like I keep saying really and pretty and gorgeous, but that literally describes all of these products. See, it's like a peachy blush. I like. And the last product that I'm gonna try today is the Tarte's Glossy Lip Paint. Tarte came out with a whole new collection of lip glosses. I think they also came out with a few other lip products, but this is the one I'm trying today. And mine is in the color Avi, or Avi, like obvious. Duh, Avi. I'm not gonna do a lip liner because I want you guys to see how the gloss looks on its own. So I don't have anything on my lips right now. So I'm just gonna apply this. Ooh, it's actually pretty pigmented. It's actually really pigmented. They have that like lip gloss smell to them. I don't know if that's even a smell, but if you've smelled lip gloss before, you know the smell I'm talking about. It's not sticky feeling at all. It feels like a really comfortable gloss. So I'm gonna go back to the products and tell you guys my thoughts on each and every product now that my face is completely done. The Sephora Beauty Amplifier. I do like this. I know I'm gonna be wearing mattifying foundations during the summertime, and I don't want my face to look flat. I don't want it to look dull. This is really going to amp up the look. The one thing I will say is that I do not suggest using this as a primer. I don't feel like this is gonna make my makeup last long at all. I just feel like it's a liquid highlight or illuminator that you can use underneath, but I wouldn't suggest using this as a base prior to applying your foundation. I would still go in with a primer like the Benefit Professional or the Makeup Forever primers. Any primers that you like, I would still suggest going in with those before applying this. As far as this brush, you guys probably already know my thoughts based on how I was reacting to it when I was using it. I'm not a big fan. It was hard for me to go in and blend in my foundation and figure out how to use it. I don't know if I'm just not comfortable with this type of tool, but I didn't like the way it looked. As I mentioned, this was only a few dollars. This is a dupe. It's not the exact one. Of course, the quality may not be the best or as great as the Artiste brushes, but as far as this exact brush goes, I'm not a fan of it. The Bare Minerals Bare Skin Serum Concealer. I like this product. Now that I've applied my powder underneath my eyes and everything is good to go, it looks great. I don't feel like this is heavy underneath the eyes. I don't feel like my under eyes are dry. Even after applying the translucent powder, they feel really nice. It didn't accentuate any pores, fine lines, anything like that. It covered up the darkness, all that good stuff. If you've been looking for a concealer that is not as expensive as some of the other ones in Sephora, I would try this one out. I didn't mention the price of these items, but this one right here was 20 bucks. The Nars Laguna Liquid Bronzer. This is a go for me. I do really like it. The shade is spot on for me right now. We'll see how this works in a few months when I do get a little more tan, or if I do get more tan. But this bronzer is really nice. It has a little bit of shimmer to it, but it's not overpowering. It's very lightweight and it's not thick and it's not cakey. So if you've been looking for a liquid bronzer, try this one out. And then as far as this one goes, I'm not sure how I feel about this one quite yet. It worked well around the temples, but as soon as I started going in right here, it started getting patchy and chalky, and it messed up my liquid bronzer. I think it's just because of the way the bristles are. You're kind of rubbing and rubbing and rubbing. I still have to try it a little bit more to see if I like it or not. But as far as like right now, today, right this second, it's gonna be a no-go because I don't like my bronzer looking crazy. Yes, I'm not even gonna say much about this. This is gorgeous, this is stunning, this is everything for summertime. Perfect coral blush, perfect gold highlight. This is definitely a yes for me, and I am going to be using this a lot in the summertime. I kind of want to do a summer glowy makeup look using this product because I'm just so excited about it. And as far as the lip gloss goes, this is also a yes for me. Although I was expecting it to be a little bit darker, it still works out. It's just a gloss. I can go in with a liquid lipstick underneath. I can go in with another lipstick or a lip liner, and it'll adjust the color of the lip gloss. The formula feels really nice. It's not sticky, it's not thick. I wouldn't quite describe this as a glossy lip paint though, because a lip paint makes it seem like it's gonna be thick and it's gonna really coat your lips. But with this one, I can still see my lips a little bit, but it does give enough pigmentation for you to see that I'm wearing a colored lip gloss. So that pretty much completes this 7 first impressions video. Let me know if you're thinking of trying out any of these products, and if you have any other questions on any of the products that I tried, make sure to leave it in the comments section as well. I will leave the review for the Nars foundation down below in the description box, as well as my social media. That is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for 40,000 subscribers. So crazy. I'm gonna let you guys go before I start getting like teary-eyed, but thank you guys again, and I will see you guys on my next video.